Hey, thanks so much for hitting play today. Look, one of my favorite cuisines is Vietnamese. I love Vietnamese food. I love pho, which is spelled Pho, which is like a beef noodle soup. It's like my elixir. Sometimes I have it for breakfast, so maybe once every few weeks. There's a really great store down the road. On the topic of Vietnamese food, I've just had a banh mi roll, which is a crispy pork bun. It's also full of like chili, lemongrass, carrot, on this really crispy bread roll. It is delicious. The pork is crunchy. It's delicious. And I picked up this banh mi from a store that I saw recommended on Facebook. Now, I'm on Facebook, but really there for the group. So I've got a group on there called The Flip Chart, which has over 2,800 facilitators on there just talking about cool workshop ideas. And I'm part of a group called the Banh Mi Appreciation Society. It's really fun. Got a huge, like tens of thousands of people on that group. And a lot of the really great banh mi stores I recommend are not too far from where I live. In fact, there's this one precinct, it's called the Banh Mi Magic Mile, and there's actually 4 Vietnamese stores there within, I would say, 100 meters of each other. They're kind of next door to each other. There's maybe a newsagent thrown in between. And they sell similar things. And you'd think this would be a problem, but it actually has created the demand. And so when I go there, there's like out of the 4 stores, so people actually rank them in the group, which one they love. Today, the one I went to with the snack bar, there was just a ton of people waiting there. So I went to Pork Bun, which was next door. And that's also really great. It's probably the second best one. I just couldn't be bothered waiting. So for speed was really important to me today. I was going to get hangry. The reason why I think it's such a popular area is because of the congregation of these 4 stores that sell killer banh mi's. And in this case, competition opens markets. And I tend to think that the logical response is that competition is bad for your business. But no, it's actually a really great thing. And if you think of taking this example just to your local mall, you'll notice how all the food stores are together in the food court, right? They've got clothing stores for women in a particular area, shoe stores are together, services are in another place. And it does seem like, if you think about it logically, it seems a bit weird to have them all on top of each other, but it really is around creating sort of healthy competition. Being in close proximity, I guess, pushes stores to continually improve their offerings and lifts the standard across the board, which is what has happened in this Banh Mi Magic 100 meter district that I go to. Plus, it increases foot traffic. If you have clusters of similar stores, it draws more people in because people know they can find in that area options that they need. The next reason is actually really important, particularly if you work in a space like I do in terms of consulting, working with leaders, facilitators. When I go into LinkedIn, I see so many people that do the same thing that I do. And you can take that one way, you can take that as in like, oh, this is terrible, there's so much competition. Or you can take it the other way, which I like, in terms of this is really great. It's opening the market. What it means is people that do, I guess, similar things by the label, the hardest part is trying to convince a prospect that they need the work that we do. But if you have more people that are on that path of like convincing and building the need for what you actually do, which is what your competitors are doing, like they're telling people they need leadership development consultants, they're sharing their content, which is signaling to the market that this is a service that's in demand. What that does is then you don't have to spend time convincing someone that they need your service, because that's the hardest thing in the world. What you need to do then is figure out how to differentiate, which is the most important thing. And showing your unique strengths, your unique perspective. So that's why I think competition is really healthy. I think it keeps you on your toes. Where I guess the solution is in differentiation. So like I said, the snack bar today, while it's got the highest reviews on that Banh Mi Appreciation Society page, it was kind of slow. Whereas the other place, Pork Bun or whatever it's called, it's super clean. It just felt more spacious. The lady at the front is like yelling in a really fun way. Very different style and different approach. So if I go back to the Magic Mile, I might even skip the snack bar and go straight to that store, the runner-up in all the reviews, because of that differentiation that applies to me. So that's all I wanted to share with you today is, rather than thinking of competition being a limitation for you and your business, and even if you're an employee, other people competing for the job, see it as a real opportunity for opening markets, opening opportunities, expanding potentially what you can do, right? So see it as a good thing. Thanks so much. I'm going to let this banh mi digest now, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.